I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with your ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Thursday. Making our way into the weekend. Trying at least. Well, I tell you one thing, what I thought was going on tonight, I was very disappointed that I was not going to be seeing Little Big Town. They're one of those groups that, you ever have a group, I'd like to see them in concert. I am a fan. They're not of the A variety for me, but they're a solid B artist for me, worthy of going to go see them in concert. But a Thursday night show, just as you know, it's not realistic for what our schedule is and what we do. But it was really kind of crazy because this has happened to me before where, you know, when a concert's announced, I typically grab them and I've got a whole list that is every concert that has been announced. But then I noticed that a lot of times the cancellations, I'll miss them. They're just not well promoted. And as I even did a search for the show today, the first 4 websites I went to showed it looked like the show was still on.
Oh, no.
Well, it wasn't anything that, you know, said cancel. I was like, gosh, it's tough to find.
That is a thing. Stuff jumps on our calendar easily.
Right.
But then no one tells us if it's been canceled, so we just assume it's still happening. And then you sound dumb on the radio when you're like, tonight, Little Big Town.
Or you sound even dumber when you show up and the event's been canceled.
Yeah, no doubt.
Thank goodness you didn't go home and get a nap and then try to go to the show.
Oh, gosh, should have been terrible.
I've done that with events before where no one told me it was canceled. And I'm pulling in, I'm going, damn, ain't no motherfuckers here. Shit.
That happened to me.
It's closed?
That happened to me at a grand opening of a restaurant. They were like, yeah. Come out to Wellington. I drove an hour.
At that point.
And it was canceled.
To me, at that point, you go out to Wellington at a dinner that you've never been to and make it a night. You turn lemon shit into lemon slush.
I was by myself. My family was back at home in Tequesta.
Well, never mind. I'll go fuck myself. Terrible advice.
Terrible advice.
Yeah, like going to the Live Nation page that they have, and it looks like it says Thursday, August 21st, Little Big Town.
Oh, no.
I think Financial, West Palm Beach. Yeah, and then it has where you go click into view ticket info, which is what I had seen. I'm like, oh, it looks like it's going on. And then when you go and you finally click, it says event canceled. Unfortunately, the event organizer has had to cancel your event. We're going to issue a refund with your original payment method. And just trying to figure out why. One person said, rumor is that I think didn't renew some contract with Live Nation or one of those big promoters, so they lost a lot of shows. It's also why they no longer offer lawn passes via Live Nation. We also got Jackie, who had said that one of the singers has polyps on their voice, and so they've canceled many shows. So,
damn, they Bone Thugs and Harmony'd your ass.
Yeah, either way.
They Morrissey'd your ass.
Mm-hmm. Ain't going down.
You thought it was happening, and it's not happening.
That's right. That's right. So there you go. So that ain't going down. So your weekend will start a little bit later, but this is Katy Perry weekend.
It is.
Yeah, she's at the Kaseya Center in Miami.
Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. That'll be your big one. Or if you love the musical stylings of Red, Red Wine.
Red Wine. I fucking hate that song. I can't believe that song is still going on.
Kevin hates it too.
I hate
Both
it.
of you guys hate
terrible.
it.
Always hated it.
Red Wine. In fact, I don't know if I like anything. Don't they sing? Is that the same group?
I don't think so.
No, that's Fine Young Cannibals.
This is UB40.
It's the same fucking group.
No, it's not.
To me, it is. It's the same group, but I don't like anything they've done.
You ask them, they would tell you we are not the same group.
I'm like, ah. And then red, I never make myself fine.
Yeah, that's odd because I couldn't stand Fine Young Cannibals either. They had like maybe 2 or 3 hits, late 80s, early 90s, just god awful.
What was it? They had one other big hit that made me mad. It was, and then it was one other one that was just, it'd be on the radio. I'd be like, shit that, man.
Yeah, it was a tough era for pop right in there. They had Good Thing. Good Thing.
Oh,
What have you done?
Oh.
Good Thing. Da da da. It's clapping in it.
It makes me the room turns 115 degrees, and I get sweat bubbles around my neck and mouth. I hate it.
Mouth foam. Mm-hmm. You want to fight somebody, you don't know why.
Oh, but red wine might be even worse. Because I think that's a cover, first of all. That's not their song. That's an old song that they covered, which is annoying as it is. They go, out of all the songs to cover, we're going to cover Red Wine?
Yeah.
It was a big hit.
Oh, red wine. Oh.
So much anger.
I do. I've got such anger for red wine and boom, boom, pow.
You never know with this show what's going to set a motherfucker off.
You're right.
It's the weirdest stuff.
But that is, red wine, such a button for me.
Red wine is your ketchup.
Yeah.
And then the only other song really that they had, I think that was a huge hit, was also a cover. I Can't Help Falling in Love with You.
Oh.
I remember that was big in like 93.
Yes.
I think so.
I remember that being played. I'm like,
wise men say.
just let Elvis sing it.
They can't.
I know. They can't let the king sing it.
But remember they also had that one song that we played, Rat in My Kitchen?
They
Remember
did.
when you had a rat in your kitchen?
All right, that was a good, that's my cut. That's a jam.
Rat in my
Yeah.
kitchen?
There's a rat in the kitchen.
Oh, that is the jam.
Yeah, but none of their hits were theirs. They had a hit. It was because they sang somebody else's song.
Oh, damn.
That's it. There was another group in that era, too. Remember Big Mountain? Do you remember their one hit?
What was it?
Ooh, baby, I love you way every day. They did that, was it Peter Frampton song? It was a huge hit.
You'll hear that shit at Publix every now and then.
That's terrible.
There was a lot of huge hit covers from that era.
There was.
Oh, it was a rough era. And that's when I first started radio. It was rough.
I'm not a big fan of covers, and there's some that are decent. I hate when there is a song that is out that's on the pop charts, and then country covers it pretty much around the same time.
Country was doing that in the early 90s. Yeah, I think it was Lone Star had one that they just, what comes the most? And they did the Aerosmith song that was from Armageddon.
I don't want to close my eyes.
Yes, and I think it was Lone Star took that and they just sang it. They just twanged it up. And I was like, what a piece of shit.
I'm going to take this song and make it shitty, girl.
Yeah, you're right. It's odd, and look, obviously, it's got its fan base. It's odd how it hits me and Bird. Same song.
Yeah.
It does. It's both of you the same way.
They had that. How do I live without you? There was two versions. How do I live without you?
Yeah, it's
I
tough.
need to know. There was two versions
It was
of
a rough era. It was a rough era for music. It really was.
It was.
Well, thank goodness we survived.
I do. I feel like I survived it.
You did.
Yeah, I don't know how. It's a wonder I stayed in radio.
Oh, you'll get some email of some fucker that goes, dude, Red Wine was amazing by UB40.
Yeah, it will be. And you can't take that person seriously.
I know.
You really can't. We got a bunch of emails here today. Try to jump right into them. People want to throw in their 2 cents on a couple topics that we had earlier. We were talking about our favorite 4 cartoons. You can go back and check out that segment, but I will let you know some of the ones that we did not get. Like Scott said, how could you forget Transformers or Sailor Moon? I don't know Sailor Moon. I remember Transformers.
I know them both. My niece loves Sailor Moon. I did love Transformers. I don't know. I blow that fucking game every time. I am so bad at that.
Well, we can each only pick 4, so there's going to be a lot of stuff left on the table.
Yeah, well, we kind of mentioned other ones as well, and yeah, we did not give that even one mention. Beavis and Butthead, Christina said.
I did love them back in the day.
That's true. That actually might, I don't know, they might make my top 4 possibly. They had some very funny lines.
They did.
I do remember that.
And it was all about, fighting the power, fighting your parents, fighting it all. Teen angst.
Yeah.
And when it was out, we were in teen angst years, and I loved that.
It was just dumbass comedy.
Dumb.
And it was edgy.
Edgy.
And it was before South Park.
Yes.
And so when
it was like kind of forbidden.
Yeah, like I remember when Beavis and Butthead went to the sperm bank. And they couldn't believe it because they just kept jerking off and getting paid all this money. And I was like, it was such a great episode.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Also, we were talking about weird food combinations. Always something new to try out. And Christopher, to add to it, said, I love French fries and mustard.
Yeah, I do
play.
too.
I don't hate that.
I love it.
Yeah, a lot of sauces are versatile. You really can, try them on different things. One thing to learn. You might be surprised. May not seem logical, but it does work.
I like mustard with the mustard seeds in it. Oh,
You do?
I do.
Of course, it's got to be pretentious and annoying. It can't be regular fucking mustard, can it? We just can't talk about French's.
If it's just French's bullshit, basic bitch mustard, I'm good.
So you like to chew your mustard?
I do. I love a thick ass, seedy mustard.
I'll tell you, that goes great with French fries. Honey mustard,
Oh yeah, honey mustard.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
barbecue sauce, awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, French fries very versatile as well. And Nancy likes toast, mayo, ham, and Cool Ranch Doritos sandwich.
I'm a big fan of putting chips in my sandwich. Since I was a kid, we call it redneck lettuce. Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Ham, mayo, and Doritos.
No.
That sounds good.
I used to make a sandwich called the champilla, and it was on white bread, and I would take the Dorito dust and put it all on top of the white bread, and then just put a ton of Italian dressing on the bread, and that's what I would eat.
That sounds like a poor kid snack.
It definitely was.
A lot of these are. The mayo's really kind of gnarly, though. And the odd thing about my wife, fun fact, she does not like sauces at all. And she tells me she's still traumatized when she was a kid. Her mom would put excessive amounts of mayonnaise and drown the sandwich. And it just was so gnarly to her. She still, to this day, she can't do sauces. It triggers her gag reflex.
Wow.
So mayo is a tough one. If you've had rough moments with mayo, which I think we all have, I used to be a big mayo fan, and I still use it. But yeah, I'd go to Subway and get mayo on top of the tuna already that had mayo, and it would
That's double mayo.
It would squeeze out, and it finally started getting to a point where I'd get just like a glob of mayo, and it started turning my stomach.
Yeah.
The squeeze out may be the most repulsive thing.
It is. Honestly, mayo's really gnarly when you kind of start breaking it down as to what it is.
But it's good when you have it like in something or seasoned up. It's just when you get a glob of it by itself that it's like, ugh.
And then we did a bit where I had a hater who said they could out mayo me. So we brought him into the studio, and we went head to head who could eat the most mayo out of a jar. And out of just pure will, spite, and insanity, I was not going to let that fuckface win. So I ate so much raw mayo out of the jar, but I wanted to really beat his ass and prove a point. And I think that moment alone,
It broke you.
it took away a little bit of the shine.
Did you win?
Fuck yeah. I had that Italian anger going through me. There was no way I could lose.
Good.
Yeah.
And Carlos said cornbread and vanilla ice cream. I'll tell you, I forgot how much I love cornbread. And man, oh man, that is a food that I was like, I probably should have more cornbread in my life.
Yeah, cornbread's so good. I love cornbread with like a gumbo or a soup.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, yes, amazing. Amazing.
Soup is the way to go.
Like a cornbread with a corn soup.
Yeah.
And you could flatten out that cornbread and turn that into a grilled cheese, although
Totally.
I do feel like that would turn that into an arepa.
You could cut it in half and you could sear it.
Yeah.
And then you could make an amazing grilled cheese.
It's fantastic. I don't think I've ever had a bad run with the cornbread. I love it. I don't get it. It's probably going to haunt me to my dying day. It might be my final words.
It's good with butter, like
It
all
is.
the like melted butter,
Yep.
but it's also good with honey.
Yeah.
Not all cornbread's made equal, though. There's some dry-ass cornbread. Kind of like when someone tries to kiss you and they got dry-ass lips.
It better be wet. It better be not
Moist.
dry.
Gotta be
moist. Yes.
Keyword there. Keyword. And we also got some other parents talking about the crazy things their kids said that embarrassed them. Marjorie said, my daughter was 4. We were searching for a house, and the realtor was an overweight dude with his big old belly. And my daughter's like going, so when is your baby due? He was obviously not real happy with that, and I was so embarrassed. Yes, kids always ask that question. Sarah from Twitter, they were in a very noisy Buc-ee's bathroom, and as they were leaving, her daughter asked really loudly, why are you bleeding from your vagina? Do you have a boo-boo? What is this, blood pee-pee?
By the way, all
She didn't want to answer the question. The kid kept asking. She said,
Why? Tell me. I'm worried about you.
yeah, she thought she was dying.
Why are you bleeding from your vagina?
I mean, that's fair questions from the kid.
Amen. It is a weird thing to wrap your brain around.
And Becky was saying, hearing your story about the 12-year-old that's causing all the problems in your neighborhood, Virginia, there was a kid like that here in the Heights in Jupiter, and they even filed a police report with the Jupiter PD on this kid. It got to be so bad. And it sounds just like everything that's going on in your neighborhood. I notice I haven't seen this kid in our neighborhood.
Oh, boy.
How long has that kid been in your neighborhood? And they're curious if maybe he just relocated because he had to, and now he's just moved a little north to Quest and is causing all kinds of hell there.
He's been on my radar for like 3 or 4 years.
Okay. All right.
Maybe, probably like 3.
Well, just let you know, we got a lot of shithead kids out there then.
Oh, there's no shortage, and they're just going to multiply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming. The robots and the kids are going to unite, and we're all fucked.
There's your positive moment.
I'm just kidding. And do a little dark comedy.
Well, here's a place you may want to avoid. Miracle Village. Got an email from Stephanie. She said, have you ever heard of Miracle Village? It's a place in Palm Beach County where sex offenders basically have their own community.
I have heard something like this. Now, I'm not sure if that's the name, but there are communities of sex offenders, my friends, and they look out for one another.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, it is a community on Muck City Road about 3 miles east of Pahokee that serves as a haven for registered sex offenders. It's located within one of the most isolated and poorest parts of Palm Beach County. The site was chosen because of its isolation, given that the sex offender residence restrictions do not apply.
And I sent it to you, Kev, a few days ago, and maybe we just didn't get to it, but it reminds me of what this is about. There's a certain app you need to be privy to if you have a significant other, and it's on there, and it's called Telegram. Telegram is something where people, now I'm not saying the entire app is completely corrupt, but sex offenders and molesters and people who are up to no good are on Telegram because they share a lot of footage and a lot of video of underage content, and they have underground people supporting one another. So when you see Telegram, just look into that. Just look into that a little bit, because every one of these fucking sex offender dudes have this Telegram on their phone.
It's kind of alarming when you think of them all teaming up too and working together and using each other's knowledge to get better at being horrible.
Well, they're sharing content. They're taking videos and making sure that it's put out there, and that seems to be one of the ones that they're always busting people on. Telegram. Now, again, I don't want all of a sudden someone have Telegram on their phone and then
he's a pedophile.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, just know that is a thing it's a red flag.
Okay.
For any kind of weird shit going down. Just look at it with a little stink eye.
Yeah, GWB and the KVJ TV chat said, yeah, I have Telegram, but yeah, there are a lot of sex offenders that do use it.
And they're able to hide in the cloak of night. They get away with shit, and that's why it's alarming.
It's very alarming, and they protect each other.
Well, because they're all into the same kind of horrific shit.
Dang.
I only say it as a PSA.
Well, if they're all in one little town, can't we just drop a bomb?
Well, I think that's the problem. They're in all little towns. They're not.
But the one that Kevin's talking about, where they're all in this one community in Pahokee, can we get a drone and just...
There's other ones out there, though. Not just Pahokee.
But if they're all in this one town...
Yeah, you can't murder. That's the thing, Virginia. It's illegal.
Well, you can't.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but I
just think that, if you're going to do that to a kid, then you deserve to die.
and then you have to really look into that case to make sure that's exactly what's going on there. We got an email. You'd have to really look into that and make sure you're doing it the right way.
Murder?
No, not murder, but wait, what are fucking airwaves here? Even though it's the internet.
It's a podcast.
It's still the internet.
We're just as bad as Telegraph.
But the Telegram.
Oh, Telegram. I don't even have it right.
Yeah.
And Everett is mirroring what a couple other commenters have said, like Cesar wanting to know about your washer-dryer situation, Jaybird, and they're asking about maybe the hoses or the dryer lint screen is what Everett is saying. But the tubing, I guess, that goes with it and says, could it be your dryer or your washer is fine, but sometimes those cables get whack and it makes it look like you have a bad washer or dryer, but you just need to change one of those things.
Oh, yes. I've gotten a lot of dryer and washer comments. There is a thing that does connect to the wall that I forgot my dad told me about that is not only boring to talk about and bring up on the podcast, but it's easy to fix, and I need to connect that, and that might be fixing my dryer.
Okay. So you may not need a new one, actually.
I may not. I may have to just hook the dick back up to the hole.
So you have to get in the hole?
I gotta, yeah, they have to make love to one another for it to work. To get that heat.
Gotta get that connection.
If not, it goes cold.
Very sexy.
Mm-hmm. And a comment here from Steven who said, Jaybird, in Ireland, we don't drink Jameson whiskey. That is just for the American market.
I didn't think you did, because someone else from Ireland told me, goes, that's a bunch of shit. We don't drink that.
Well, you know what? I had a buddy of mine back in high school, and he was from Australia. And that's right when Foster's was kind of hitting the market.
Foster's beer.
Australian for beer. Yeah. And he's like, that is shit. He's like, nobody drinks Foster's in Australia.
It's just marketing.
Yeah.
They tricked us.
They do. It is. And, Olivier, who was our intern for a while, he lives in Brussels in Belgium.
He messaged me when I was in Italy. He's like, you're so close.
Yeah, he does. He still checks out the show.
He's a doll, baby.
He is. Very nice guy. But I had taken him out, and I think we were going into Polo, and they had Stella Artois. It's like
Stella
fancy.
Artois.
You had all these elite brands. You had NetJets and Jaguar and all this stuff. And I was like, well, see, this is all of our fancy brands. He's like, Stella Artois. He's like, that's piss beer in Belgium. He's like, that's our cheapest shit. He's like, that would be
Natty Light.
Yes. And he's like, it's just because it sounds fancy. You guys put it on a pedestal here. He's like, yeah, nobody in Belgium, if you drank that there, they'd be going, oh, that poor motherfucker.
See, that was the hot beer for a while. I felt like it was always on tap everywhere. The Stella Artois.
It sounds pretentious. Because we don't really speak French, many of us. And so we're like, Artois.
It was never my bag of chips, man. I never liked that one. Did you like it?
I mean, I drank it. To me, it was like a basic bitch beer.
Yeah. You're used to that New Orleans.
I like a beer with a little
Cajun blood in it.
Yeah. I like a oomph. I like a high alcohol beer, but you knew that. I like a beer that drinks like a sandwich.
Yeah, I like a beer that after one, I'm going to go, fuck yeah. Woo, what are we doing?
Right.
You like that Andy Gator, that 10.0, baby.
That 10.0, it does get you in a real fine mood.
It'll make you put your dick in your dryer.
Oh, it'd make me fuck my dryer. And probably my washer. And have a little threesome.
Remy had said, yeah, it's kind of similar to how in Germany, Mercedes are just taxi cabs, but here they're luxury vehicles. That was the one thing that stood out to me when I went to Israel. There were so many Mercedes, but they were cabs and everything else. I'm like, are they have the fanciest cabs ever? And they're like, no, they're pretty affordable here. was like, well, that's odd. Why are they so freaking expensive in the U.S.?
Here it's a luxury car, but over there it's a basic car. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I saw so many of them. I go, wow, these Israelis are so rich. They're like, no, it's just not that expensive here.
Huh.
I was like, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, it's just
I
kind
never
of odd.
knew that.
Yeah, it's kind of odd how you do that. And
Does this kind of make you want to have a beer, kind of?
I mean, I'm always ready. You ready?
Like a tall boy? Not one of those bitch ass, like a tall boy.
Oh, I could get down on a giant chilada.
It is weird. I think a beer kind of buzz definitely hits you differently than a hard liquor.
I love a beer buzz.
It's good. To me, it's goofier.
I think it's an all-day kind of sustainable thing. If I start getting in the liquor, I am a ticking time bomb.
I would say 8 out of times drinking whiskey is good. There's 2 times though you're in the dark and you're going, what the fuck's going on?
So Stephen had said, when I feel homesick for Ireland, I drink Bushmills. Same price, but it's also the oldest distillery in the world. Honestly, the best. Okay, so
Bushmills.
Bushmills. I've seen
it too.
Mm-hmm. So I guess if you want to go more authentic, at least according to him, his preference.
You love good Bush around here.
Yeah, we're Bush experts.
And Joseph said, I was listening to a podcast with Sean Ryan, a popular podcaster, and he had on this Catholic exorcist. The whole point of The Exorcist was talking about how we all have a level of demonic activity around us. And either you permit those devils into your life by inviting them in, and it can be done through many different ways, or you try to keep them out. Said they can be invited when you choose to do bad things, sin, or otherwise just by summoning them or whatnot. So my point to Jaybird is you got to look out for those demons that you're inviting in, because they say it can get worse. If you actually do want to repel them, the exorcist was saying the demons hate monks chanting or anything in that area. Think like a Gregorian chant.
The only demons I have in my house are the ones I have within myself. To be quite honest with you, those are the worst demons that I have, are the ones that I bring upon myself. And my house doesn't have demons. It's not demonic. It would have ghosts. It would have other types of things. But yeah, it's very rare, by the way, to have a demonic possession. It's kind of a misconception. Just because you have spirit or think you have spirit, there's a very good chance you do not have a demon. Now, get that. Oh my God. Jeez.
I think they're trying to talk to you.
Oh, fuck.
The demon said, shut up, dumbass, we're here.
This guy's so in denial. You don't get it.
Demon just took over your phone.
Yep.
I can't believe that just happened.
This is my phone now.
Oh, fuck it. Bring it on. Come get me. No, I really don't think I have demons, but I do appreciate the concern, and I understand why one might think that.
All signs point to demon.
I've got demons, but they're all internal, believe me.
And Joseph says this exorcist says that the demons will keep on encroaching if you let them. He swears, the exorcist does, that he has seen possessed people levitate and even start crawling backwards.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I've met too many shitty fake demonologists. They're not real. The ones that I have met, and I've met several of them, they don't pass the smell test. They are doing it to get attention. And
they're full of shit.
They're full of shit. I know they're full. I can tell they're full of shit. When I ask them questions, they gave me full of shit answers, and they are attention seeking. Now, that's my personal experience. So just because someone says they're a demonologist doesn't mean diddly dick to me.
I'd be worried to be like around an actual person that was possessed by a demon? Because do they say like the demon can jump out of one person and jump into a different one in the room? Fuck that.
There's a lot of misconception out there, and what one person says and believes, you'll find one other person to counter that and say why it's not real. Just like everything, Virginia, it's turned political.
I don't want to take a chance. No demons playing leapfrog into my soul.
I think the Vatican has a department for that, don't they? I
They
think
do. They have, the Catholic exorcisms are a real thing.
They do.
I was just at the Vatican.
But again, this is something that
Did you
is...
see any demons come flying out of that place?
No, I did not.
Looked like Ghostbusters?
Very holy, very pure, very sweet, nothing demonic.
Yeah, I was wondering if they took them there. If you had a demon-possessed person, you drug them into the Vatican.
Great question. Yeah, what happens if you like put holy water on them? Because there was like ample holy water.
I know what happens in the movies.
There's a whole process that has to go on when it comes to demon possession. You have to pass a lot of, like I said, because it's not a common thing. It's not as common as you think.
Interesting.
Got an email here from Crystal. Said, yeah, I heard the update about your friend not being able to do their plastic surgery in Turkey, I think it was.
Yeah,
it said something about the doctor broke both his arms.
Yeah, after she had paid a deposit, bought plane tickets, all kind of stuff. I'll pull up the update from her because she did give me an update. And she was out like a couple $1,000s at that point from having to reschedule and try to get a new plane ticket. It was like $2,000. I asked her how much she was out, and it was like $2,000 at that point.
Yikes.
Let me pull up her message because let me see what she might be there now because she rescheduled.
So she lost money, so it's going to cost her more than she ever thought. So is she now encroaching on the prices she would have paid if she would have just stayed and gotten it done in the U.S.?
Okay, she said, pray for me. It's going to be a lot to go through. I have already lost 10 pounds stressing from it this week alone. I lost
That's slimming.
$1,350 on a plane ticket. Mm-hmm. I lost the $500 deposit that they said they were going to refund me, which they never did. I had to buy another plane ticket. That cost me $1,200, but I leave Saturday night. So I think she leaves this Saturday night.
Okay.
She's doing all kind of stuff. Breasts, laser, face, everything.
It is quite a concept. Veronica said, yeah, my nephew is in Spain right now getting $1,700 worth of dental work that was quoted $6,000 here.
Whoa.
It is insane. Honestly, the dental work stuff is out of control.
But you really do have to make sure that who you're going to is not going to do to you what Tara got done to her, which is, a switcheroo. They're getting money out of her. They're costing her money. She's losing deposits. They don't have the same securities that we have here in the U.S. They just don't.
Yeah.
They don't have the same protections that we have. Who are you going to go over there and get your money back from? You don't even know where you're going.
Right. Yeah, that's the challenge. So it's almost like driving without insurance.
Right.
That it's all good if you don't get any kind of fender bender, you don't get pulled over. But if anything goes slightly askew like this, then you're going to wind up probably regretting it and saying, gosh, I should have just stayed here for the securities that we have and the convenience.
Yeah, it looks like she leaves this Saturday.
Okay.
I'll keep you updated.
All right. Let us know. And a follow-up too, Jaybird, you're talking about all the craziness you've seen on your next door. Michelle said, yeah, I heard Jaybird talking about it today, and my next door neighbor caught on his Blink camera last night a baby bobcat that got into the chicken coop and killed 3 of his chickens. It jumped the fence and broke into the cage. He's very sad. I felt bad for him. This is in Port St. Lucie. I know they love their chickens there.
That sucks.
But yeah, you can see right there.
So this is a problem then. And I tell you what, man, I saw a bobcat over at Bush Wildlife. Some of those cats, I think the cats are the scariest ones out of all of them. They just look at you, and I forget what cat it was. and I don't want to get it wrong because Amy gets mad if I get the animals wrong. The factoids. She's going to start making a list of all the animal facts we get wrong. I thought that was so funny so she can correct us. But there's one of those kind of like those cats that just like a bobcat or a fucking murder cat. And it just, it looks at you and it wants to take its time to murder you.
Well, they said that if like house cats were big enough and could like murder you, they would.
Well, they're just so agile. They can jump, they can climb, they can leap. You're like, oh fuck! All they're missing is wings.
Mm-hmm.
They're predators.
Could you imagine
flying murder cat?
A flying murder cat. That's what I'm out. I gotta go to the woods.
It's crazy. Next door is entertaining, though. But
it is.
I've got to get off the email thing because they send me the email updates. I got to figure that out. It's too much.
It is too much.
I always get a message in my email, and it's always the most horrific header, like the headline that cuts off. Did anyone see the axe with the blood coming up? And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And then you click on it, and it was like from a month ago.
Yes.
Yeah, every time. They know how to clickbait you.
7 masked men are in the parking lot, and they had balloons because it was a clown party. You're like, oh, it was a birthday party. What the fuck?
And it wasn't even in my neighborhood. They'll send me stuff like in Miami.
Yeah.
The clickbait of it.
Mm-hmm. Now, to start off the show, Jaber was talking about how he went to a hamster funeral yesterday.
Oh, Hash Brown didn't make it.
Yeah. And oddly enough, there is a term that I saw today that apparently is popular, but you never know. It's called hamstering. I don't know if you guys had heard about this.
Is that when you put it up the butt?
No.
No, we're not talking about what you do on the weekend.
That's gerbil. Never mind.
Yeah, they say it involves a man lying on top of a car with an open sunroof. Can you figure out where the hamster part comes in? I had to look it up because I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, wait, what? It is a sex act called hamstering that involves a man lying on top of a car with an open sunroof while the other person remains inside of the car. Can you explain to me what they're doing and why you call it hamstering?
So when the hamster gets water out of a bottle, it kind of looks phallic like a dick. So the person on top of the sunroof is like the water spigot, and the person in the car is actually the hamster.
Give him the head.
What is going on? What the fuck are we doing?
Can we recreate it? 1, 2, 3, not it.
We're spinning the wheel, baby.
I'm the photographer.
Put me on top of the car I'm in.
All right, Jay Bird, you're the hamster.
So you want me to suck your dick?
I thought you'd never ask.
All right, if you insist.
It's for the show.
Right.
Oh, my gosh. Kevin would come in here the next day bald because I'd knock his hair off his head.
It just goes flying off.
Hair club, help. I got the best blowjob from my male coworker.
I'm like, what are we doing that we've gotten to this point that we got to create? And whoever is like going, hey, I got an idea.
Hey, let's hamster.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay on top of the car. I'd be like, wait, what? What are we doing here?
The vanilla gorilla ain't down with hamstering.
Well, it just doesn't even seem like, okay, so even if you're in the car, you'd have to kind of prop yourself up. I'm like, what are we doing?
It's a scenario.
What the hell are we doing?
You're creating a story.
I'm just like, if we got to this point of
It's a video. It would be a very watched video.
I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, and it took me for a while. I'm like, what is this? He's laying on top of, how is this hamstring? And then I saw I'm like, that's right. They've got the water bottle and it showed a hamster. And I'm like, all right, okay.
Hamstring's not for the faint of heart.
Kevin's too faint of heart.
Nobody has, I saw them like, no one is doing hamstring. No one is like going, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do this.
Kevin, as soon as you say someone hasn't done it, believe me, they've done it tenfold.
I'm just saying, this video would do really well on our social.
You can't even post it anywhere.
Well,
it's so dirty.
You could post.
It's got to be OnlyFans or
We
something,
put
right?
Jay Bird in a hamster costume.
And you would just put a close up of your face.
Yes, it's only.
It's just
the windows are tinted, so you can't
Gotcha,
see
okay.
Jay Bird.
Yeah.
You only see Kevin. And you see his hair club hair fly off.
Whoosh. Just take off.
It's a blowjob.
Just takes flight.
20 years in the making.
Yeah.
You actually could make a lot of money. You could have people predict what time you do get
How long?
how your O face if it comes in at 3 minutes.
Start the clock.
28.
When
but
you start hamstering.
But it's $20 an entry.
Okay.
Now
Turn
we're
it
running
into a game.
an illegal gambling ring.
Yeah.
It's also kind of like prostitution, sort of. I don't know.
How do we make this thing worse?
How do we make sure we guarantee we go to hell?
Yeah.
And get fired.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm like, my gosh, we got to have a new term for everything, don't we? So there you go. If you're bored today, try hamstring. All right. Well, luckily we are at the weekend. We will kick it off here tomorrow. We have a couple of weeks left of the Friday free-for-all. We're going to run that until, Labor Day that bookends our summertime officially.
Yes, that is officially.
So we got to make them count. So if you got any songs that you want to hear, you can let us know. Send us that email, mail@kvjshow.com. I'll be back here for it tomorrow. Goodbye.